only need like 3 tools. Alright, you're probably wondering why we're dragging a big old junkyard piece of equipment in. We're kind of wondering that ourselves right now. So we may or may not need an engine for another machine sitting there that has a big hollow space in it that somebody bought.
Oh, I thought this was for the Ranchero.
Oh, the Ranchero? No. You know the El Camino wouldn't hold it. So, we went in the boneyard. I'm trying to find a motor. This dozer I bought a few years ago, way before YouTube. We was doing a bunch of these 850s. This one come in, kind of looked like this, but it had what, 2 track frames?
Yeah.
I think we robbed those and put them on that Frankenstein dozer. You remember that? I think it was missing 1 track and a final drive. Anyway, the military started cannibalizing it. The big thing why they do this is because they don't have part stores out in Afghanistan or wherever in the heck they're at, so they just start robbing parts off another machine. They do it, trucks, dozers, whatever. Anyway, I do know this dozer had like 193 hours on it because we was able to read the hours on the engine controller at one point in time, so less than 200 hours. But this engine come in like this, all the fuel injection ports and stuff taped up. It does have a turbo on it, still spins, but so I have no idea if this motor's any good or not. We need an engine core. I've got some more parts at my other warehouse. I think we can make one engine if we've got a good core to start with. So we're gonna rip this thing out of here, get it torn apart, see if it's a good engine. I have no idea why they started robbing parts off of it. Usually there's a reason. A lot of times why they start pulling something apart, something will break somewhere, and they just set that one out and start pulling parts off of it. So, but being it's only like a 200-hour dozer, I'm not sure why they started robbing parts. They just picked this one to do it. So there's always a reason why, isn't there? You just got to find it. So hopefully the internals are good and we can rebuild this thing. But you ready to get started on this?
Sure.
This is the only way to work on a bulldozer.
I like it.
I know, right? On the ground. So we ought to have this thing out here in just a few minutes. We just got 4 bolts here, 3 on the back. Pumps are gone. Some hoses disconnect, and we'll get her thrown on her engine stand and see what we got going on. All right, I've got 2 bolts left. What do you got left?
2.
2 bolts. Putting our engine lift and hooks on there. Got the forklift ready to jib boom. We're ready to stab this thing out there. That's what, about a 15-minute unbolting session?
Struggle bus showed up over there.
Struggle bus. You want to get your fork truck if you're ready. Give her one last look.
What about this harness? This harness?
That's connected to the engine. Stays with the engine.
So it stays with the engine.
Back up a couple inches. Go up a little. Oh. Side shift that way. Back up. Take it that way. Alright, now go up. take it outside. Alright, we got her hooked to the engine stand. Take the weight off of her. Well, I guess we'll drain the old pan out. See what's in there.
This is my favorite part.
I'm gonna guess there's probably a little bit of water in it because we got some open orifices. Here, let's look at the dipstick first. Oh, pretty sure we might have robbed that part already.
Are you ready? Oh boy. She'll be coming around mountain when she comes.
You're sticking your finger in there. See how I set you up? What's in there? Not
Nothing.
much? That's not terrible. Oh boy.
I like them little sludges all over.
That means it's trying to mix. Well, did verify that the motor will not, I repeat, will not turn over. Score. I guess we'll probably pull the head off, huh?
Yeah.
Now you want to pull the bottom end off? Pan off? Where do we start? I think we should let that drain and
Top down.
top down, see what we got.
Yeah.
So this motor from John Deere, I think, is around $30,000 right now. Yeah.
We should probably cover it up a little better next time.
Yeah, we had a tarp over it, but
About whoever did it first.
it's only been sitting there, what, 5, 6 years? All right, well, we're gonna start tearing into this thing. Can't believe his turbo still spins. Might send that to Area Diesel and have him go through that thing. All right, what's under here? Good or bad?
Good.
Bad, not bad.
Top of the valve cover doesn't even have oil on it.
Looks like a nice clean low air motor.
Maybe it was just rebuilt.
No, it only had 193 hours on it.
Maybe we're wasting our time. Maybe the motor blew up and this is the second
I
one.
don't think that's how it works.
Oh.
I don't think it ever been out of the tractor. You never know with these things. Well, we'll take this injector harness out. If you peel these back, get the rocker shaft out, and we'll yank the old head off. I think those are 7mm, if I remember right, Kevin.
Captured nuts?
Yep.
Okay.
So far, so good. Everything's looking golden in here. This is an intake rocker box. It should just pry loose and pop off here. You get all the bolts out, like so. It's kind of heavy because it's out of cast. You got it? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, that's not great. Mm-hmm. It's not great. Number 5 and number 6 are taking a bath right now. Along with that one and that one and that one. But this looks good. That's where the goodness ended. How you feel about it?
El Camino kind of looks like that.
Did it?
Yeah.
It's not running right now either, is it?
It's running.
I don't see it out there.
Just don't run good.
Alright, I guess we're busting head bolts loose and really having a party. Oh boy. I didn't know he was gonna go swimming today. So the intake had a hose on it. I'm not sure how that water got in there. If it's previous something, who knows. Sabotage. So we're gonna pull these injectors out first, hopefully. So the injector tubes are gone. This whole fuel rail is gone. I don't know how rusty it is in there. We're gonna put these in the bags and label them and number them. If they're good, I'm gonna send them to Area Diesel Service and have them take a peek at them. So if they can. Hopefully they pop out of there.
Used to be good.
Where were you at when I needed you? The tip didn't hit nothing. We'll pretend we didn't see that. I gotta take that off at the same time. I already did that for you over here.
I see that.
You're really gonna hate us.
Alright. I don't know.
That's promising. Alright, it could look worse. Fuel goes in right here. There's a fuel tube that goes in there, all that was missing. Kevin is labeling these, numbering them, because they do have an injector code trim file. And we'll probably try to keep them in order. If not, we'll just take a picture of the trim codes if these come back this way. Because we'll have to program those back in the computer. This engine did not come out of the dozer that it might be going in, who knows. Oh boy. I have some other cores I might send them to. They might be cheaper to get new injectors, I don't know. Don't let anybody tell you this, but you're doing an excellent job.
Okay.
Pull in a little bit, Randy. Go up. You get a pry bar? Oh. Going up. Oh boy.
3 little fishies and a mama fishy too.
We got 3 good cylinders. Oh boy. It's okay, right? Hey, it's one of those new hydrogen engines.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what it is. And that thing looks brand new in that hole. In that hole. That hole's clean up with water. Definitely looks like a couple $100 engine, that's for sure. It's a shame what gets tore up, you know? Why they do things what they do.
This one's deep.
I bet it is, because that one's way down there. It's the same as that one. I know you have these V8 motors and you don't know how these 6 cylinders work, but
Yeah.
oh boy.
I stuck my finger in instead. I got to here, as you can see.
So this one's going to be the same as this one. These two are the same, and these two are the same.
Oh, that don't make no sense.
Every 6 cylinders that way. And you get real good, you can get them all even at the same time. Well,
I'll get the dredge. Start dredging.
yeah, you need to suck some water out. Something. Take it over to our head too.
Okay. That's smooth right there. You don't even have to worry about that.
We'll just hone it out and it'll be fine.
Oh, that's heavy now.
Alright, so I think the next step is we're going to flip this motor over and pull the pan off hook, make sure everything looks okay down there. So if you guys don't know, these are what they call a wet sleeve. This is a replaceable sleeve. This sleeve will pop out, so we're not going to try to hone these or do none of that stuff. We'll just put new sleeves and liners in it if everything else is good. So we got to make sure we don't have any cracked blocks. The only good thing with the sleeves, if it does get water and freeze in there, usually they'll crack or something like that, so we'll have to look at that stuff really close. Oh, you ready? Break time, ain't it? It's 9:30 and we got a motor out of a dozer and halfway apart. If I was a Caterpillar, that wouldn't happen. Alright, I guess we're gonna do a spin-a-rooney, see what's under all this. I think it's gonna be okay. What are you eating?
Oh, granola balls.
Thanks for sharing.
Well, my hands are dirty, so I gotta use the bag.
We got this thing over there called a sink. It's got a faucet with 2 knobs and some soap.
What? That's weird.
Comments are just flying right now. Last time we used this engine turner, this is awesome, OTC. How many comments did we get about us cranking on this handle? We just need to put a drill on it.
It's pretty stout.
So this is not your small block Chevy. It takes some effort to turn this thing, especially when you're going over the hump. There's a big old gear in here, but I don't think any Milwaukee driller is going to turn over. I don't know. I mean, we probably could, but we're going to burn it down. So that's why we don't have a drill on it, people. It's not your little Harbor Freight small block Chevy engine stand. Plus, you got to remember, we're turning the motor this way, and a lot of those are like this way. It's a little easier, so. Anyway, I just stopped all those comments.
No, you didn't.
This is where we need to pick them at, bub. This is always messy. Okay, yeah, hold on. How about we get a layer of pig mats and put down here like we usually do? That would be better. Look, you got some black and gray camo piggies. Hey, do you need a knife before you cut your leg off?
Oh, that knife sharp.
Hey, speaking of knives, we got something going on over here.
Okay.
Get your knife all cleaned up. I can't believe you've not lost that knife yet.
It's only been like a week.
So, we've had a long time viewer since the very beginning of our channel, named Red Dog. His real name is Kenneth Williams. So, his good friend sent us some stuff. He actually passed away, Red Dog did, probably a couple months ago or so. But he's always sent us stuff from, I don't know, from the beginning. Like actually good stuff. I know he sent some pink knee pads and a little Fisher Price Impact. And
Snap off.
yeah, he sent a lot of good stuff we used. He's a pretty good guy. I never met him, but he liked Ford trucks, so he had to be a good guy. So anyway,
We won't hold that against you.
well, Mr. Charles Hastings was a super close friend of him. We kind of been emailing back and forth, but they sent us a couple things. Kenny was a volunteer fireman. They're from Texas, so what did they send us here? Got some knives, I know that. But we got some pictures of Red Dog. He loved his truck. Picture out there.
Firefighter.
Firefighter, you got your new case knife, huh? That's too nice for us to use.
Yeah.
So that's in memory of Red Dog. I know they loved watching our show. It was Real TV and all that stuff. So I got a little note there from him. So yeah, he was sending me messages and stuff every day of things, usually Ford truck stuff. So he's a pretty cool guy in my book. So, but I think that's too nice for you.
Yeah, I ain't never had anything this clean.
Anyway, we do appreciate it. I think they were coming to see us here next spring. They were planning a trip here, it says too. So, but Charles, thanks for sending that in, and definitely a shout out for Red Dog. So I know I said something in a few videos back about him too when we heard, but he passed away peacefully in his sleep, so that's the way to go. Anyway, so all right. As you can see, we have made a big mess in memory of Red Dog. He would be happy right now. Just laughing and calling you all kinds of names. It's hard. We're gonna get this oil pan off. So I usually do these in like 2 stages. Give them parts, see what we need. Then we'll go through everything and clean everything. I usually do that off video, so it's super boring and not fun.
Correct.
Well, I think we'll grab a 18mm if I remember right and start buzzing oil pan bolts off. See what we got. All right, first look. Got a little bit of water that's dripped down from that cylinder, but nothing crazy. Cam looks awesome. I'm glad there's not any water sitting in here.
Maybe just wipe off too.
Yeah, that's not even wiping right off, ain't it?
Yep.
Awesome.
Maybe you just might get
Lucky?
to a point where you can just do some pistons and cylinders and some bearings.
How about we get that? Yeah. Bearings are probably awesome in there yet.
Mm-hmm.
We'll take a peek at them. How about we get rid of that pan? We try to turn this over before we take the pistons loose and maybe to knock some of those liners out because you know they're rusted to the piston.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if that works. I'm liking it. Things pulling out. Well, you just think it's starting to do it.
Oh, slow down.
Probably cranking liners out if we're doing it the right way.
You're gonna suck that one back up.
Okay, you need to take it off.
Yep. Right there.
here?
Yep. That's your boy.
I can't get to it right there. Can I keep going or?
Well, I
This
mean,
way?
it's just slowly starting to come back.
This one right here, we can probably get on it. This one?
Yep.
So, I don't know if you've seen what we're doing there. We had water in those, 3 cylinders, so they're stuck and rusted. So, we're using the motor, cranking those liners out so we don't have to sit there and beat on the rods and pistons. And
Just kidding.
I think you're going to need some more thunder there, bud. You act like the piston's going to fall out.
Okay.
We're going to have to get us a place to set all these, ain't we?
Right over there.
Oh, hang on. A little bit more. You need some help pushing it down? Quickly. There she comes. All right, got all the pistons out. We still got 4 more liners that are stuck in there. We're going to try to pull those out. There's a good piston. Teflon coating still on them. And you can tell these things, this motor has no time on it whatsoever. I got one stuck piston in there. It's a shame that they started robbing parts off this thing. So, all right, Kevin's turning her motor over, making another mess. You're getting good at that, bub. We've got a liner puller here. We're gonna try to pull these out. This block's gonna have to get completely stripped, Kevin, and go in the parts washer. She's had some nasty stuff in the coolant area. Have you ever seen that?
Got sludged.
What did they do? You're lucky we don't have a cracked block or something too. It did have coolant in it yet, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, we'll see what we can do here.
Do you have a pressure gauge that reads in kilograms per cubic centimeter? Well, it's been sitting there 4 or 5 years. Might be working or see here.
Alright, Helmsburg.
Downward. What are they doing? Still cleaning?
Having a great time.
What you got there, bub?
I don't know. Not that.
Oh, wait.
It does that.
That doesn't go on the back side, does it?
I think it's like a sealant collar.
Oh.
I think it's pulled off before. I'll get the book out one too.
That 750 will clean up good.
Huh?
That 750 will clean up good.
Yeah.
Your paint job on it. Sharp little machine.
Do not use a gel type puller.
Pull the, pull the rubber out of it.
Does it look a lot like this one?
There it is. Oh, I've seen that part in there.
Try diamond plate.
105/45.
Is that in that box of stuff you bought? Yeah. Yeah.
I'll write down what the. What's the plan? You need longer bolts or those long enough?
What's it do? It's got a countersink in it to run that in? Huh? Yeah. And the bolt? Yeah.
Probably at least 3.
Are they 12 millimeter? 10 millimeter. It's not socket.
15.
15.
15. Don't feel very happy, does it? Can you take that thing off and go a little closer?
Just need a little help.
There's a tensioner pulley out there. Looks like it's about done. You buy a new one, okay?
Yeah.
It's locked up. Go.
Huh? I felt it walk a little.
What's new? Is that it?
This bolt.
Can you put some lube on that? You have it super tight.
You got 2 more bolts to run that 2 holes, can't you? Can you put 2 more bolts in?
Yeah.
So you don't break one of them? Couple more. They look like them, don't they? Oh yeah. Give it a little more place to go.
This presses on there, right?
No. That thing you put in here, it's not holding it from coming out, is it?
It was just like a nut, or like a bolt. That
It's
was just
not-
sitting in the crank.
It's not bigger than the.
No.
Okay.
It wasn't.
It's made, got the bevel just for that pivot on it, isn't it? Right, look,
It looked like
for the
it.
puller.
But it doesn't seem like with a pry bar it's that tight.
Viscosity. Damper. I might be honest with
I
damper.
wouldn't stand right there.
Do what?
Don't stand right there.
You think you're gonna blow off?
I don't know.
Coming or not?
Is it moving or what's moving?
Flexing the rubber. Pressure on it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I never had one like that.
It has to be like bottoming out.
Take it off, look it up. Take this off. Then roll.
Can't get any lube in here on the backside of it. Will that come off? You know, water in sticking there, then.
It's not pushing on that part.
I'm pushing on the hub of it.
Where's that thing a little bit in the hole? Where's it to?
Here, it's flexing.
Yeah, it's because it's rubber, don't do that.
Oh, we're flexing in here.
What hole is it too small? Is it running out? Short bolt?
Short bolts. Here, 2.5.
You what?
Oh, I thought you put that nose on it. Tread protector nose.
Ain't got another part?
You put a longer bolt in there with the center drilled in it.
This different thread too, this one?
Yeah, it's 4
We had a 16 millimeter bolt, like 2.5 3 inches long.
There she comes. Give a little fella.
Bolt's catching up.
And I gotta do some spraying.
steel toe boot on. Oh, gold.
I think it's got half of Saudi Arabia in it.
Huh.
I don't know what they poured in the coolant system, but it is
Stop leak.
nasty.
It almost looked like that stop leak stuff in the beginning when it was green.
But it's not stuck to anything, it's just nasty.
Yeah.
No, no.
Sand.
It's gotta have a good boiling, I know that. It's gonna sit in our parts washer for a few days. Alright. I guess it's lunchtime. I hear Andy coming.
Fit?
Yeah, I put him in there before.
Stood him up.
Stood her up, she'll do the
Does
spinner
it
in
turn?
It does.
I bet that's all that little motor wants to turn.
We'll take that back accessory off after lunch and start stripping the cam and crank. If it wasn't for all them dirty jackets, I probably wouldn't go that far, but we're gonna go down to a bare block and start over from scratch. Boy, do we have a mess.
Yeah, this is what I do. Okay. Yeah, you did good. Whoa!
God.
Good thing we didn't try to start it.
It's still got an 18. More 18s.
Fry wheel. Might have been out of turn. Guess that's where it's going. Like, what? Just put it right there.
I put it in the hole. Where's your screwdriver at?
Huh. I got a pry bar.
I got my Milwaukee pry bar in here.
Oh, okay.
Is that part of the seal? It is, isn't it?
Sure seems mad.
That's part of this.
Okay.
This is what happens when you don't rebuild these every day. Those bolts wasn't long enough.
Yep.
There's a bolt.
So it's a one-time use?
Yep.
It's like a seal puller.
Yeah. You're doing a good job here. I don't care what anybody says about you on YouTube.
Quit listening to what people say about me on YouTube. Hurts my feelings when I start crying.
I forgot a part.
Huh. I did my best.
last week we were driving in the mountains.
Yeah.
It's nice and clean.
Yeah. My fingernails weren't black.
No. Yeah, it's good times. Alright, we had to take that out of the way to get the crank out. I guess that is next. Crank and cam and lifters. So far, they're looking awesome. No rust. It's dirt. Just needs a good cleaning. Crank looks awesome. Looks like a 200-hour motor. It's just dirty. Been sitting. All right, we'll get that crank out here next. Crankshaft. So is that what new bearings look like?
Must be.
You think these have the STD? 1209, 0209 standard. Okay. Well, we got the cam next, and then the lifters should come out this way, I think. If I remember right. Oh yeah. You get your bump stick out of your small block Chevy. Okay. Yep. How they look?
Like new.
Like new. And they do. Let me go over here and look at the cam. Definitely tell the engine only has a couple 100 hours on it, that's for sure. It's got some stuff in it from sitting. That's just like some shellac. It's nothing major there. Some little stains. Those will polish off. Well, it's definitely dirty. Kevin's pulling the liner O-rings out. So we have a lot of cleaning to do. I say we, maybe I should say you. We got a lot of cleaning, a lot of parts to order. Still gotta yank that head apart and see what the valves look like on that. We've got a mess going on, I do know that. We'll probably get this thing set up in our hot tank, parts washer, get the gaskets cleaned off of it and let this thing boil for a while. But I think we got a good block, as long as we don't find any cracks or anything. Not seeing any signs of that. There was antifreeze liquid still in there, so that's somewhat a plus. So I do not know what they dumped in the system this thing, but it is nasty for sure. cam bearings look awesome. I'm not going to mess with those. But we will order a new kit. We'll get new rods and mains, pistons, liners. All that goodness. Probably going to send this turbo off to Air Diesel Service. I'm talking with Kurt over there. They're going to go through it. The thing seems really good yet, but who knows. This is a VGT turbo. It does sound like it's working, but I'm going to let those guys go through that and make sure it's 100%. They'll probably put new seals and stuff in it. Make that all new. They may have a video on their channel. If they do, I'll try to link it down below on that stuff. He is looking up some new injectors for me too. They said they can test those. They don't really rebuild them. We may just go find some new ones and go that route because the rest of this engine is going to be pretty much brand new. So when we get all done, just lots and lots and lots of cleaning. What do you think, bub?
Fun times ahead.
Fun times, and we're not going to bore you with it. So we're going to end this one up here. Kind of a series, I guess, we'll have going on with this engine and that dozer. So
you guys better number those.
What's that?
The series.
They'll always be down below. When you guys watch the second video, the first one will be down in the description and vice versa. So I guess nobody pays attention to what I say in these videos all the time. I say it right off the bat. So well, yeah, there'll be a series on this dozer for sure, because that thing is a complete mess. You're probably wondering why are you rebuilding that, Clinton? Why are you doing that? I don't know, why are we rebuilding this dozer?
You love John Deere.
Well, this is a pre-emissions machine that you can't buy anymore. That's the big reason. So that dozer is probably close to $600,000 new now. So, and the new ones have all emissions and fluids and things on it we don't want. So this is kind of like that D6R we had, one of the last of the good ones. So we're going to rebuild this thing. It's going to be brand new. Give you guys a little sneak peek. I do not know how many hours on this dozer because all that stuff's gone. But you can look by the top of these pads and stuff. This dozer has very, very few hours on it, if any. So I would venture it's probably only got 100 or 200 hours on it. But there'll be videos coming out on that. We do have a cab for it, but again, it's missing a lot of stuff. It was cannibalized. So we're going to make it new again. It's going to cost a lot of money, but hopefully we get there. So did you find anything good yet?
No.
Yeah, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on the upcoming videos. Next video on this will be us rebuilding this engine. So we're going to get everything cleaned up. We got to clean the shop up. We've got 10,000 other videos going on, and you can see in the background. We got to get some of that stuff done. But yeah, we've got a lot going on right now. So guys, we do truly appreciate each and every one of you watching. We couldn't do this stuff without you, so it truly helps us out. So it's always good recording these videos. When I take stuff apart, we forget how something goes. We can go back and look in the videos too. So that's why a lot of times I'll just leave the camera running all the time when we're taking a motor apart, so I can go back. So a lot of times when I edit these videos, you guys don't see all that stuff. But if you want to see all that stuff, I've got another channel called Patreon. I'll put a lot of those unedited full-length clips and stuff on there. If you guys want to check that out, it's down below in the description. If not, it's no big deal. So if I did put all these videos and clips on there, we'd have a 4-hour video of boringness. Anyway, guys, we will see you on the next one. All right, a little bonus footage, actually in another warehouse at the old shop here. So I've got me a list of parts we need for that motor, but I think I have some of these parts here, good used parts that we can use and not have to buy new ones. So I see one right here, so AC bracket that we need. I'm gonna go through this. We got another John Deere block here. I think that one spun the bearings in the block, if I remember right. So we also need this fuel rail here, this oil filter housing. That was all missing on our other one, so it looks like we're in good shape there. It's gonna give me an idea on what I need to order and don't need to order. So got another head laying there and all kinds of goodies. So oil pump, you guys don't know, I probably bought like, I think I bought over 40 of the military tractors back in the when they started selling them. So I've had a bunch of them for sure. So got a lot of parts. So we were buying parts 850s back in the day, because a lot of these military tractors come without cabs because they had armored cabs on there taking those off. So I was buying civilian tractors with higher hours, and we were parting those out and selling parts, so just to get some cabs and stuff. So got a lot of parts. We've sold a lot of stuff over the years too, so but a little sneak peek into that stuff. So